Welcome to tutorial 3. In this tutorial we're going to actually go ahead and create this graph based on koalas going to a hospital and which are female, which are male and which are unknown. So let's hop right into it. So you'll remember this is my koala base, but I want to put my graphs and those sorts of things in a separate sheet just so that it keeps it nice and clean and so that I don't have to scroll through many thousands of records. The first thing that I want to find out is how many females were admitted to hospital. Let's just make that a little bit wider. I'm going to copy that and paste it a few times. Make the second one males, make the third one unknown, make the fourth one blank entries. I'll make another one total unknown, and I'll also put in one which adds them all up and make sure that we've got the correct number. So how many in total? Let's just call it the total. So how many females, males, how many unknown, how many blank, and how many total unknown. So let's take a look at our koala base and see where this information is going to come from. If I take a look at column H, column H has got the gender, and as you can see the first three are unknown, then we've got a male, female, female, male, and so on. And if I scroll all the way down, you see that by the time I get to the bottom somewhere, you can see that there's a bunch of blank ones here, right, in column H, indicating that there's going to be some blank as well. So I'm going to start by working with the female koalas, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to say, alright, out of column H in this other sheet, count up how many times the word female appears. Here's my formula. Whenever I do a formula inside of a spreadsheet, it starts with an equal sign, so we'll start with equals, and I'm going to use the COUNTIF. The COUNTIF function will count if something is true. So the first thing I need to tell it to do is to look not on this sheet but on the koala base 2017 sheet. So I'll put in, so if koala base 2017, and I use a exclamation point to differentiate between the sheet I'm using and the range. Now I need to put in the range, and the range, I know if I look back at it, goes from H2 all the way down to H39907. So that's what I need to put in. H2 to H39907. So I can type it in like that, or I could go to the koala base and just click H2, put a colon, go to the very last cell in the H range, so H2 to H39907. This koala base has repeated itself for some reason, so I'm going to get rid of one of those. Put a comma, and after the comma, what I want to do is say, okay, if only if it is female, and that can be inside inverted commas. Close my brackets and press enter, and here I have how many females were admitted to hospital, 14,479. I want something similar for the male, but what I can do is I can drag this little square down to all of my cells, and at the moment it's using, as you can see, I click on it, it's using a very similar formula. So notice a couple of things. One, it's H2 to H39907. If I move to the male, it's H3. That's because it thinks that I'm doing some sort of relative reference, but I want to do an absolute reference. So I'll need to just change it a little bit back to H2 and 39907, and I want it to be male. And you can see it comes up with a different number. Now how many unknown? The unknown is going to be from H2 39907, and instead of female or male I want the word unknown in there. It tells me how many where the gender wasn't worked out. Maybe they were too severely damaged. How many blank entries? So with blank entries, again I need to just make sure that I'm working with the same data within the data set, H2 to 39907. And this time, to show blank, I just have the inverted commas beside each other with nothing in between. And you can see that it's got a whole lot of those as well, almost 1,000. So the total unknown here is going to be this value plus this value. So I need to change this formula to something a whole lot simpler. It's just going to equal this cell, B5, plus this cell, B6. Now my overall total is going to be this cell plus this cell plus this cell. So again, a simple formula, and I'm clicking on them just because I don't want to type B3 plus B4 plus B7. And if I'm happy with that, I click the little tick. 39,906, and from memory that is exactly how many records are in my spreadsheet, or how many rows are in my spreadsheet, not counting the very first row. I have my data now. The next thing that I need to do is I want to create a graph from that, and I'll show you how to do that in the next small tutorial. Thanks for watching.